Hello everyone and welcome back to Austin Talks, where today we are covering week 21 of Austin Talk weekly production and movies news. And we've got a fair bit this week. We've not got a lot, but we've got a fair bit, and it's some pretty good news. I'll say that much. So let's just without further ado, I think we're just going to get straight into it. With the first off, this week we got the official release for the X-Men 97 trailer. This has been confirmed for so long, and it's been about 2 to 3 years, because I think it was just confirmed after COVID. And we have news about this show, and we even got a trailer out of the absolute blue. Now, X-Men 97 is a continuation of the show that was released many years ago. I'm not too familiar with the actual title, but I think it was like it has the same theme tune as the one. It was like it's the same one, but it was released many years ago, and which is confirmed in this trailer, like this is the continuation. Now, the story follows the death of Charles Xavier and Cyclops taking the lead of the X-Men alongside Storm, Rogue and Wolverine. It isn't anything major, however the show does introduce a new Marvel-led production called Marvel Animation. So for those who don't know, we have Marvel Entertainment, Marvel Spotlight, Marvel now Marvel Animation. There is another one. So Marvel Spotlight was the first, Echo was the first Marvel Spotlight show, and you get the gist. And now this is supposed to hit Disney Plus at the end of March, roughly about the 29th, which is now like about a month away. It's daunting to think that that's the case. It's about like a month away. So yeah, X-Men 97 is officially upcoming. Yes, this week we have officially got the release of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now this week, Avatar: The Last Airbender was officially released on Netflix, and it is looking very good. Many people were like, right, I don't think this is going to be good, and I completely understand why people thought that. However, I have only just started to watch it, and it looks so good. Now, for reference, I took the time to watch a bit of the original, and this does look about 10 times better. The storyline and everything, it just looks so much better. Now, the storyline, the effects, and all of it, it's just so much better on a whole nother level. I mean, I know I keep on saying that, it just is. Now, I also thought that this series would be like weekly. No, it was actually released fully on the 22nd. Now, the reviews have been great. They have been so good, and I can't wait to watch watch the rest of this series, because it is good, and it will be set in stone that I'll watch this. I mean, the fire gods, they are probably the most intriguing characters, and also the origin of Aang, which is it's so good. It's so good. Yes, Madam Web current reviews. So I've just seen this movie, and I am doing a review video very soon. This roughly around this week. So this is just other people's reviews. I'll tell you if I agree with them or not. I do. Anyway, now this movie has not been well received by any means, but I know a friend of mine that actually walked out of the cinema after this movie. But the movie was it was really not good. Now, the box office for this movie was just as bad. It lost about 50 million in production based on the box office receiving, which is a lot. Now, people were also annoyed at references to Spider-Man, including me, and this movie made the funniest thing. It had the funniest thing, and that there was no post-credit scene. That would have helped clear things up, but I think they started to learn that not everything made by the Sony universe is actually good. Now, I understand where people are coming from, because it is like false advertising almost, and I really don't think that this is going to do any better in any sort of way. It made $1 million in the last 2 weeks. This movie was a travesty. I had so much hope for this movie. It looked better. But even the beginning scene of this movie, I was like, oh my god, it looks awful. I mean, And I completely see where, so this friend that actually walked out of the cinema, I'm not that surprised. I'm not a person that will actually do that on any demand, but I totally understand why. Madam Web was awful. But anyway, yes, this week there has been a bit of confusion. So a lot of people are now wondering if Superman and Lois season 4 is officially happening. Now, because this is all happening because there was an article released about Superman and Lois season 4 when it should be released, and why this may be a bad idea. Now, next year they are launching the new DCU theatrically with the Superman Legacy, and it was pointed out that there shouldn't be two storylines at the same time, which is valid time, because it would clash two storylines. But I don't see what the fuss is all about, because this is the final season anyway. So they had to cut down so many of the cast in this new series. And they have also had to cut out basically everything else, and the main characters are mainly the kids and Superman and Lois. So I don't see the point in if you have that and you have a storyline, we were left on a cliffhanger. Don't do that to me. Batwoman was already a travesty. So, yeah, there goes the bin. Superman's Lois season 4. So it is looking likely that it is still going ahead, and that they will release the consistent 10 episodes. But to be honest, I don't know why this happened in the first place. If it's ending and then you have a new storyline starting, that's, if anything, perfect. Because then you're leaving them with enough content throughout a perfect amount of time. So I still do not see where this is coming from. And also, this is said to release this year. So, why? Why is this happening? But, yeah. Superman and Lois season 4, I can't wait. I know it will be decline in quality based on what we've already heard, but I still like the show, so yeah. Oh yeah, this week we got Godzilla X Kong official trailer number 2, which I think was actually a bit close to considering when we got the first one, but anyway. Now, this was actually a really good trailer, and it was way better than the last one we got, which is a tiny glimpse at Shimu. Basically, you had to pause it at the right time, but anyway. And a new monster, so Shimu is a new monster in the movie, and there has apparently been TV spots that have actually leaked the whole character, which I think is just stupid. But anyway, and we also get a better look at Scar King and his intentions throughout this trailer, and it does look very, very good. Now, both of which look more menacing than ever. Like, Shimu and Scar King looks awful. Like, Scar King, I knew he was terrifying, and I really underestimated how tall he was. And Shimu, oh my god, he is, it's really funny, because in this, see on the thumbnail now, they don't look that big. See, you would think that, like a human is a rough size of their leg. You are so wrong. They're about the size of the toe. That does not compute in my head. Now, the release date has been changed, making it 2 weeks earlier than expected, and which I think is fantastic. Now, this movie is looking better and better by the second. I cannot wait for this to drop in theaters. Unfortunately, I will be away during when this drops in theaters. I think. I may be wrong, but I'm hoping it doesn't. But I know this drops in theaters the day that I leave, so I'm hoping to see it when I get back, as I mark my words, I will be watching this. Godzilla X Kong will be watched by me. Trust me. Oh yeah, this is good. This is probably one of the most interesting things I've seen on this. So Dazzler, so there has been some Dazzler news about with the Taylor Swift thing, it's always been a rave, in Deadpool 3. Now, this has been rumoured for a long time, however, and the new poster that was released has got people speculating that, and people think that there is, the poster is our confirmation that she will be in this movie. Now, it's been rumoured that the Dazzler will be played by Taylor Swift for many, many reasons. So, one, she has many connections to the movie's director, and has many to the movie's actors and directors, and that has been spotted around many of the people associated with the game. But it isn't that major. That's not that major, because obviously you have people that haven't even been in a movie together, yet they are best mates. That makes perfect sense. But in this poster, it is a friendship bracelet between Wolverine and Deadpool, which is commonly linked to the friendship bracelets that Swift fans have. Now, that's where this is starting to make sense. She also gave a load of friendship bracelets to apparently some of the cast for Deadpool 3, so it is starting to uphold that this may be the case. It is going to be more like a cameo, and based on what a previous news, I do believe Taylor Swift probably will be Dazzler in this movie, even for a cameo. But yeah, I'm definitely excited. I'm excited for this, and I know knowing what Dazzler's character is like, I do think Taylor Swift is probably the best option for it. And I mean, look at the concept art to the left is actually really good. So, yeah, I guess there's your evidence. I do want it to be, I do want it to be in the movie. That is for sure. Oh yeah, we had the release of Bob Marley One Love this week as well. Now, I'm aware that this movie has been released worldwide at different times. However, in the place of where I am, this has actually just been released, and this movie has, and oh my god, it's amazing. Now, I do want to go and see this movie, right? Have already seen it, because the biopic movies of singers are always good. Now, to be fair, I wrote this about 2 days ago, and I have seen this movie since then. So, yeah, this movie is actually phenomenal, and it brings such a new twist to his actual life. Like, Ben Kingsley is such a good actor. And I love the songs, and I love the title is just really good. Now, this music and everything, it all seems this all seems good. That is a lie. It is amazing. I can't wait to see it. I will willingly go and watch that again. It is, as a person that takes GCSE history, you get a bit of insight to what his music was really about. I mean, you have people in the world that make music based on events. I mean, look at Billy Joel with the We Didn't Start the Fire. That references so many historical events. And this movie, mainly Bob Marley's music referenced a lot of the stuff, like not directly but indirectly, a lot of the stuff that was going on, and the music that he did was just purely based on how others and himself was feeling. Okay, I'm getting really off sidetracked here, but yeah, honestly, if you get the chance to go and watch it, if you love biopic movies, then you will love this. Yeah, it is amazing. Oh yeah, The Boys Season 5 was officially confirmed for some odd reason. Now, The Boys Season 4 hasn't actually been released yet. We did get some news as of recently, but they have already confirmed Season 5 of The Boys. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, they confirmed that Season 4 would be the last one because they were going to rely on the other spin-offs. I'm going to resume. That has now changed. Now, this is good news, but even though we were led to believe that Season 4 was the last, and the rest of the franchise were going to carry on to spin-offs. I mean, I think we're still waiting on 2 spin-offs. One of them we got a trailer for a few years ago. Anyway, I'm not complaining either way, because the spin-offs are really good, and so is the show. This will hype up more fans for especially Season 4, and it will hype up more for Season 5. Yeah, this is good marketing. I mean, having released one season, oh yeah, we've got Season 5 as well. So yeah, I do think that's actually a really good idea, and yeah, I can't wait for this to be released, or at least Season 4. I'll make my judgment of what Season 4 is like, because I think isn't that how it works? Going up, going down. Yeah, and if I were led to believe Season 4 is going to be mainly based on Homelander becoming actually a good person, which I don't think is possible in anyone's mind, but yes, I guess we'll try and see how that fits into the storyline. Emphasis on the try. Oh yeah, we also got the... I know I say, oh yeah, but I keep on forgetting, as much as I keep on forgetting what's next, and then what the good stuff is. So, Borderlands 2024 movie. First, we got a trailer. First we got a poster the day before. So the poster that can be seen on the right is the one that has been advertised. It looks amazing anyway, but then we also got the, Then we also got the trailer the next day, and it was just probably better. Now, at the beginning of the week, there was a poster released for this movie as it was just starting to creep up on us, and then we were surprised by the release of a trailer, and the trailer looks insane. And the best way I can describe it is if Deadpool and Guardians of the Galaxy merged into one. Best combo ever as well. It does look very comedic, very funny, and very action-packed. That checks all of my boxes. Now it is look to be looks as though that I will be able to watch this in cinema. Hallelujah! And the storyline is said to be very similar to the Borderlands 3, not Borderlands 1 and 2, 3. Which kind of makes sense because that was kind of the only game with a valuable storyline, and if you look at the trailer, kind of seems that way. And I guess I shall wait until August 9th because that is when it should release. It's actually August 10th where I am. But yeah, I do think I mean, it says it's the producer of Uncharted, Spider-Man, and Venom. I loved Uncharted, second favorite movie in the world. I do not care what anyone says. And it's just, Uncharted is my second favorite movie in the world behind Top Gun Maverick. This, depending on how this movie goes, this may be take the third position because there's definitely a third one that combats that. But anyway, Borderlands 2024. Yeah. No, I was not really fussed about this one. It has been pointed out that this movie shouldn't really happen because they risk another box office flop. So for those who do not know, for context, this movie really did awfully at box office. And then that was really reflected in how the overall movie turned out. Now, this makes sense because the first movie didn't make a good box office, obviously, but the producers and creators did find a workaround. And honestly, the workaround's amazing. It's a perfect idea. And find a workaround so that the franchise can still consist of a bright future, however, not risking losing as much money. That's a great business idea, if you ask me. Now, but Dungeons and Dragons 2 is being made into a show, which is what they will flow towards when producing this franchise. This would be more exciting to people, and it would offer more character development and storyline enrichment. So overall, this may be the best idea. Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons 2. The first one was okay. I mean, a lot of people loved the first movie, but I was not too sure how the second one would go, especially due to box office. But I think this is a good idea, and I think this is what other franchises should be resorting to. Because if they do have a flop, then a series should always be what they have in the back pocket. So yeah, Dungeons and Dragons 2. Good idea. Completely forgot about this. I remember saying that I would watch seasons 1 and 2 until this released. I did not. I unfortunately did not. Thank you, school and homework. Now, it's always good when I can never find a negative comment. I did search the ends of the internet for a negative comment about this, and I know that sounds bad, but I couldn't find one. But the Bad Batch Season 3 has really been praised so highly of, and many people were annoyed at that because of episode 3, because of episode 3, apparently, they had to wait until the following week. Based on the events of episode 3, they were like, why are you doing this? So, yeah, I think that's really good. Now, the comments state that this storyline is rich, perfectly settled, and action-packed beyond belief, which is a very nice thing to say, and that was actually a quote, and has increased my urge to watch it. But I still have 2 other seasons to get through, and also a selection of GCSEs. Now, I hope to watch the Bad Batch at some point and set around to season 3 because I don't want it to be spoiled at all. To be fair, even after finding a load of load of comments, no one spoiled it, and I'm really glad that is the case, and that no one is above actually spoiling this movie. So I'm very happy about that. I don't know if this is the last one. I'm really not too sure anymore. I've gone past the one I knew I was going to get, but I don't remember. But Fantastic Four 2025 update and news. So, we actually had this confirmed last week. We have more news now. So as I say, we got some big news, like who the cast was going to be, and it was like a flood, because now we have even more. Now, it can be confirmed that Doctor Doom is officially making his debut in this movie to prep for its story after the movie. Which is, so I'm guessing which is to do with Secret Wars. Apparently it's said that Secret Wars is now going to be the only movie, no more Kang Dynasty. Okay. Anyway, but to prep, so I do think his story after this movie will be so important. And they said that they wouldn't have him as the villain in this, so, that was a bit of a contradiction. But we should get a confirmation on who is playing him very, very soon. Now, producers have also confirmed that they are close to casting Galactus, possibly in the next month. And unfortunately, the initial idea to do the female Silver Surfer has officially been scrapped. So, no originality there. I was actually gearing for that. I thought that would be quite good. And this is a lot. That is a lot of news. I mean, we've nearly got Galactus casted, and we're literally on the edge of Doctor Doom being casted, and then we know who. I'm actually kind of annoyed about the female Silver Surfer stuff, because at first I was like, right, that's not it's not going to be a traditional Fantastic Four. Then it took me 10 seconds to realize the whole MCU is full of originality. This is a perfect idea. It's turning into the DCEU. Everything you want, you do not get. Everything you don't want, you get. Hey, now this is a lot. This is a lot of information. I can take that, and it does imply that they are well underway with this production of this movie, which is just feeding my interest for this movie, and I can't wait for this movie to arrive, because I want to watch the Fantastic Four. I've been waiting too long for this. I remember I was confirmed so long ago, and I was like, oh, when's it coming out? 2025. Amazing. I swear it was earlier as well. I think it was it was supposed to be 2024, and then they pushed it back like 50 years. So, yeah. That was fun. Yeah, this is what it was. Yeah, I completely forgot. Now, this has been a strong request ever since Werewolf by Night and Moon Knight. And it has officially been confirmed that we will be getting a Midnight Suns movie or project in the MCU. I'm so happy for this. It has only again, this is another one of those things that has only taken so long, but we now have it. That couldn't have been louder. Now, we actually have more news on this. Now, this is great news that has even we have. We have more. Now, is that this movie has already got a thought-out director, or I keep on saying movie. It's not even confirmed. It may be a series. Nobody knows. So Michael Giacchino, for the person that made Werewolf by Night and kind of composed Moon Knight, is going to be the thought-out director for this. I couldn't think of a better role, and it makes more sense. He's the person that literally brought Werewolf by Night to life. An amazing project. That was an hour long as well. Now, so what's funny is he was once a composer, and now he's a director. That's such a really big a jump. And I'm just overall happy that this is finally happening. But what I really want to know is when this will actually be released. I want to watch this. So I will binge watch this. Like, GCSE's out of the way, Midnight Suns comes first. Probably shouldn't say that. But yeah, I've been wanting a Midnight Suns project for so long, and I'm so glad we're now getting it. So, huzzah! That is the end. That was the thing I forgot. So without further ado, everyone, that is the end of today's video. I do hope you all enjoy, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and comment what else you'd like to see on the channel. And if that is all, I hope you all have a tremendous and amazing day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!